Network. A Monday night doubleheader wrapped up Week 14 with the Titans making an amazing 14-point comeback late in the fourth quarter to beat the Dolphins 28-27. Miami drops to 9-4 and fails to take over the number one seed in the AFC. Tyreek Hill leaves the game with an ankle injury, later comes back in the second half. Meantime, the Giants stunned the Packers 24-22 on a 37-yard game-winning field goal as time expires. Tommy DeVito goes to 3-1 in his career, time for the most wins by a rookie, undrafted quarterback in the common draft era. With the Packers' loss, the Niners have wrapped up a playoff spot, the first team in the NFL to do it. As we go to Week 15, 30 teams are still alive. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
It's a Tuesday, 12th day of December, 2023. And it's another beautiful, brisk morning in the Imperial Valley. Good morning, Gene.
Brisk is, that's a good word for this morning.
Okay, you have to keep in mind, and our snowbird friends understand, our lows are significantly higher than their high temperatures this time of year.
Yes.
So,
if they've been here a while,
yes,
maybe like this is their second year, they know what to expect.
Yes, and they are here because they get it, right?
Yeah, the light goes on and said, "Oh man, it's a lot warmer."
Yeah.
And then Canada.
Yes, and, it's easy to spot our snowbird friends. They're the ones wearing the tank tops, plaid Bermuda shorts, black socks, and sandals.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought exactly of that this morning as I made a right-hand turn, and I looked in my rear-view mirror. There was a guy standing there in shorts.
Yes.
Looking at everybody else. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, I just read that the average Canadian is worth more than the average American.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, at least here we can pronounce the word about, right?
About.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're out and about.
I'm going to go talk to my mom about that.
Yeah. Fortunately, our Canadian friends do have a sense of humor.
Yes, they do.
Yes. And there's really no difference between the Canadians and the Americans, except the Canadians are Americans with manners. Okay.
Yes, sirree.
Yes. Are you ready for some birthdays?
Birthdays, we have some.
Okay. Singer Connie Francis is 86 today. Singer Dionne Warwick is 83. Dionne Warwick, her biggest hits include Walk On By, Do You Know the Way to San Jose? And of course, hello, you've reached the Psychic Friends Network, right?
That's an old one there.
Yeah.
The Psychic Network.
Anyway, singer-guitarist Dickie Betts of the Allman Brothers, 80. Actor Wings Hauser, 76. Actor Bill Nighy from the Pirates of the Caribbean, 74. Actor Dwayne Chase, 73. Kathy Rigby, 71. Sheila E. is 66. Actor Sherry Wilson, 65. Actor Madjan Amick is 53. Actor Jennifer Connelly, 53. Actor Regina Hall, 53. Actor Mayim Bialik is 48. Actor Lucas Hedges is 27. Actor Sky Katz is 19. We've got local birthdays coming up.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
We have happy birthday wishes going out to Alma Vinson, Christopher Gonzalez, Priscilla Gonzalez, Ronald Gray, Portia McGee, Pancho Rodriguez, Vicky Holder, Sandra Gustafson, Luke Phillips, Matt DeCori, Robbie Sanchez, Jose Fusion, Lupe Aguilar Garcia, Javier Ornelas, Cameron King, Lucy Pimentel, Emiliano Rafael Flores, Junisa Madrid, Bonnie Navarro, Vicky Barrazas, Sofia Ramos, Danny Chagres, Lydian Villegas Quijas, Paul M. Fugit, Lupe Gonzalez, Maria Ruiz, Michael Beltran, Pancho Rodriguez, Phil Haynes, Sal Robles, Vanessa Padilla, Jerry Vasquez, Ramon Sanchez, Dimas Staten, and Ken Belt. Happy birthday from KXO.
That's right. Today is Ken's birthday.
Happy birthday, Ken. Yesterday was Pat Maestro's birthday.
That's right.
Okay, so KXO birthdays all over the place, right?
That's right. In fact, I'm going to ask Pat how old he is. He'll tell us.
He's 39.
Yep, and holding.
Yeah. I don't know if you missed it, but on Sunday, the Indiana Fever won the WNBA draft lottery for the second year in a row. They will pick first in the 2024 WNBA draft in April. It's also the second straight year in a row that I've never heard of the Indiana Fever. Well, what can I say? Just
have you watched ladies play basketball?
Yes, and it's very good. It's exciting.
It's fun.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I just have never heard of the Indiana Fever.
Well, you'll give them fever if you're not careful.
Are you ready for news?
Ready.
We're going to jump in with a look at world and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Harvard's governing board is standing behind its president. Claudine Gay will keep her job after controversial testimony about on-campus anti-Semitism. Poli-sci professor Ryan Enos signed a letter supporting Gay.
We didn't think that politicians should be forcing university presidents to resign or to say certain things or something like that. And also, billionaire alumni on Twitter shouldn't be doing that either.
At the Israel-Gaza border, artillery fire hours before the UN General Assembly is set to vote on a symbolic ceasefire on the war in Gaza. Ukraine's President Zelensky has arrived on Capitol Hill to make a personal plea for funding for his country's fight with Russia. Former U.S. Ambassador Stephen Pfeiffer.
It's going to make clear that without continued support, it's going to be very, very difficult for Ukraine to maintain the ability to defeat and ultimately drive the Russians out of Ukraine.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. 2 firefighters are hurt after battling a fire at the California Yacht Club in Marina del Rey. Steve Hathaway's father helped build that club in 1967.
I'm so heartbroken right now. It just tears me apart to see this club.
The cause of the fire not yet known. Santa Clara County Supervisor Cindy Chavez is speaking out against new bills that would make leaded fuel sales mandatory at all public airports, despite the known health risks to surrounding neighborhoods.
We know the health benefits of not having lead. We know the risks of lead. Don't push us backwards.
Santa Clara County banned leaded aviation fuel due to its known threat to the environment, and airports there stopped selling it last January. And the investigation continues into a massive 3-alarm row house fire in San Francisco. Fire officials there say 2 people were hurt, one of whom jumped from a 2nd or 3rd floor window to escape the flames. 7 people are displaced. I'm John Gilliland, California Headline News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-803-5505 to speak to an expert. That's 800-803-5505.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley, at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning. The election ballot, it's set almost for the primary election for March 5th of this coming year. George Gale has the story.
The candidate filing deadline was December 8th. There was only one race in which the filing deadline was extended. It's the race for State Assembly District 36. The incumbent, Eduardo Garcia, did not file by December 8th. That automatically extended the filing period until 5 p.m. Wednesday. A filing is open to any candidate except the incumbent. So far, there are 2 candidates for from Imperial County, Eric L. Rodriguez, a social worker, and Kaylin Morris, a nonprofit director. 3 candidates from Riverside County, business owner Jeff Gonzalez, a Republican, and 2 Democrats, Jose Joey Acuna and Wayman Furman. The Imperial County candidates did not list a political party. The incumbents in the 4 Superior Court seats are all running unopposed. In the Board of Supervisors District 2 race, candidates are Martha Cardenas Singh, Ashley Bertucci, and Diana Garcia Ruiz. For Board of Supervisors District 3, there are 2 candidates, Margarita Peggy Price and Felipe Irigoyen. For supervisors of Board of Supervisors District 4, there are 5 candidates, incumbent Ryan Kelly, Daniel Paramo, Raul Navarro, Yulil Alonso Garcia, and Gabriel Contreras. For Imperial Irrigation District Division 2, J.B. Hamby is running unopposed. There are 5 candidates for Imperial Irrigation District Division 4, incumbent Javier Gonzalez, Michael Anthony Jeffers, Jung Kim, Adolfo Gitano Valdez, and Luis Pacheco. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
One correction, Gene. In the Superior Court seat 1, incumbent Christopher Plord is challenged by attorney at law Francisco Amador, who lists an L.A. address.
In other local news, Caltrans maintenance crews are installing automated one-way traffic control in both directions on Highway 78. It is from Halbuck Road, Lugo Road to Stallard Road. The work began on Monday. It's part of a 5-month bridge project spanning 2 bridges that will last through mid-2024. The project cost of $8.3 million is funded through the State Highway Operation and Protection Program, with 87% coming from the federal government and 13% from the Road Maintenance and Rehabilitation account created under voter-approved SB1. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at Old Central Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
In other local news, County Board of Supervisors meet today. Here's more on that story.
There are only 2 action items on the agenda. They will consider an amendment to the county drug and alcohol policy, and they will consider an amendment to the service agreement with Milliman Incorporated. Both are issues presented by Human Resources. The meeting will be held at the County Administration Center on Main Street in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The IVC Board of Directors will meet on Wednesday on IVC's campus. The meeting opens at 6 p.m. with open session public comment for closed session items only. Then they go into closed session, Board of Trustees, and return to open session. That meeting again is on Wednesday on the IVC campus. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Hello, it's me. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas to you.
Once again, KXO Radio has made special arrangements with the North Pole to bring Santa to the Imperial Valley.
What would you like for Christmas?
Santa will be available to visit with kids by telephone on Thursday and Friday, December 7th and 8th, and again on Monday and Tuesday, December 11th and 12th, between 4 and 6 p.m. Kids of all ages are invited to call Santa at 760-352-2029. That's 352-2029. Santa is looking forward to visiting youngsters in either English or Spanish. Calls may be recorded and played back on KXO AM 1230 or FM 107.5. Call 760-352-2029 and talk directly with Santa. Our visits with St. Nick are brought to you by
360 Business Products, Premier Golf Cars of Yuma, Radco Construction in Brawley, KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5.
Local news, page 2, and weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course, happy hour 3 till 6 p.m.
In other local news, the Calipatria City Council will meet today. George Gale filed the story.
Club session will start at 5:30 p.m. with a conference with real property negotiators. Council members will look at 2 possible leases. The first, at 101 North Lake Avenue, is for the possible lease of the property to Tyson Medical Clinic. The other properties are at 210 North Railroad and 286 East Alexandria. The city is negotiating a possible lease with Best Step Forward. On the agenda for the public portion of the meeting, the council's annual reorganization will be held. Also on the agenda is a resolution authorizing the fire chief to advertise for 1 full-time firefighter and 1 full-time code enforcement firefighter. Open session starts at 6 p.m. at the Calipatria City Hall. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Here's a holiday reminder from the Ag Commissioner. You can help stop the spread of fruit flies. There are over 500 traps around Imperial County. So far, no fruit flies have been detected in Imperial County. They have been found nearby, however. The Oriental fruit fly quarantine has been expanded to Riverside and San Bernardino counties. The quarantine now spreads across 553 square miles in Southern California. Residents can help keep the pest out of this county. When traveling, do not bring home fresh fruit, vegetables, or plants. If you find a fruit fly, report it or dispose of it by double bagging it and placing it in the garbage. And cooperate with the Ag Commissioner staff if they want to place a trap on your property. Well, the County Behavioral Health Services is addressing increased opioid use. Here is more on that story.
Behavioral Health has received a $500,000 youth opioid response grant. It is the third such grant received to address increases in youth and adults ages 12 through 24 who are being diagnosed with and treated for opioid and or stimulant use disorder. Imperial County saw a 16% increase in opioid-related deaths from 2019 to 2021, a time frame that also saw increased treatment for opioid use. With the latest grant, they are focusing on direct outreach to the public in general. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says temperatures today will be similar to yesterday's before a slight cool down on Wednesday and Thursday as a low-pressure system moves through the area. Ridging will build back in for the end of the work week and weekend, causing afternoon high temperatures to go well above normal. 69 the high in the valley yesterday, 39 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 72. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Tonight will be clear with a low around 44. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 72. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east in the afternoon. 43 degrees, 36% relative humidity, the wind calm. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. It's the Peanut Patch. We're going to make your holiday shopping so easy. Just visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Well, Donna and Pat are celebrating their 26th anniversary at the Peanut Patch. And you're going to love what you see. You see, they've been taking care of people for so many years because they do it right. They've got a great variety of gift packs, and they can ship them anywhere in the world to your friends and loved ones. The Peanut Patch, open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time, closed on Sundays. Visit the Peanut Patch. You're going to love what you see. Pecan turtles. How about yogurt-covered peanuts? I mean, they make them right there, and you're going to love how fresh they are, how tasty they are, and when you give them as gifts, people are going to love what you give them. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. How do you get there? Google the Peanut Patch. You'll get directions. It's easy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You're going to love the Peanut Patch. It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Monday night doubleheader. Well, you heard on AM 1230, the Titans slipped by the Dolphins 28-27. And it was the Giants outlasting the Packers 24-22. Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill played only 33 snaps. after suffering an ankle injury in the first quarter. Hill was tackled out of bounds after catching a pass and then had difficulty, but did get back into the game a little bit later.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And NBA action last night, it was the Heat slipping by the Hornets, 116-114. Pacers beat the Pistons, 131-123. Magic mauled the Cavaliers, 104-94. The 76ers whipped the Wizards, 146-101. Nuggets over the Hawks, 129-122. Knicks kicked the Raptors, 136-130. Rockets rolled over the Spurs, 93-82. Mavericks, they beat the Grizzlies, 120-113. Bucks edged the Bulls, 133-129 in overtime. It was the Pelicans pounding the Timberwolves, 121-107. Thunder topped the Jazz, 134-120. Kings, 131. Nets, 118. And the Clippers outlasted the Trailblazers, 132-127. And the PGA Tour has notified Jon Rahm that he has been suspended for signing with Saudi-funded Live Golf, a formality that is more about the benefits to the players that he leaves behind. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. It's our 24-hour gift to you, the magic of Christmas, an Imperial Valley tradition on AM 1230. The magic of Christmas captures the feeling of this special time of year. The magic of Christmas, presented by
Burgers and Beer, Baja Farm, El Serape Restaurant, Bessie & Company, celebrating 100 years, H&R Block, and Sun Community Federal Credit Union.
Join us on AM 1230 and feel the magic of Christmas.
The magic of Christmas.
And it's a look at financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. consumer price inflation cooled a bit further last month. The consumer price index rose 3.1% for the 12 months that ended in November, a slight drop from the 3.2 annual percent rate recorded in October. Economists were expecting prices to stay flat over the month and for the annual rate to ease to 3.1%. When stripping out food and gas prices, components that tend to be more volatile, core CPI price rose 0.3% from October, bringing the annual increase to 4%. Hasbro, the toy maker, is slashing nearly 20% of its workforce amid an ongoing slump in toy sales, unless, of course, you're Mattel and Barbie. Hasbro's CEO announced layoffs for 1,100 workers in a Monday memo to employees, cuts which come in addition to the roughly 800 jobs eliminated earlier this year. Chris Cox, the Hasbro CEO, said the decision to reduce Hasbro's workforce was made in light of market headwinds, proving to be stronger and more persistent than planned. Some Hasbro employees will find out whether their job has been eliminated this week, while the rest of the layoffs will happen over the next 6 months. Hasbro, known for making toys such as Transformers and Play-Doh and games like Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons, has 6,300 employees prior to the layoffs according to their website. So we're looking at green on the big board right now. The Dow up 102 points at 36,506. The S&P 500 up 4.5 points at 4626. The NASDAQ up 24 points at 14,456. Meanwhile, gold up $4.40 an ounce. You want to buy an ounce of gold? $1,997.80, but better hurry. And oil is down $2.18 per barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 72. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Tonight will be clear with a low around 44. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast in the evening. Wednesday, sunny again with a high near 72. West wind about 5 miles an hour, turning out of the east in the afternoon. We have 44 degrees, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest at 3. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
El Serapi Restaurant is doing it again, taking orders for tamales for the holidays. You can choose beef, pork, or chicken. Reserve your tamales now by calling 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. El Serapi does it right, offering you a full menu of your favorite entrees, from tacos to burritos, special quesadillas, enchiladas, and seafood. Remember, reserve your tamales now by calling El Serapi Restaurant, 760-355-4435. That's 355-4435. Or stop by 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Harvard's governing board says the institution's president, Claudine Gay, can stay, getting support after a firestorm of criticism over her testimony to Congress about anti-Semitism. Hundreds of Harvard educators came to her defense, too.
One thing we all agreed on was that we didn't think that politicians should be forcing university presidents to resign or to say certain things or something like that. And also, billionaire alumni on Twitter shouldn't be doing that either.
A swift reaction this morning from one of the politicians who pressed Gay and two other college presidents for clarity and then their resignations, New York Republican Elise Stefanik.
This is a moral failure of Harvard's leadership and higher education leadership at the highest levels.
Ukraine's President Zelensky took his pitch for more aid directly to lawmakers on Capitol Hill this morning. The Senate's top Democrat, Chuck Schumer, says the case is compelling.
He made it clear, and we all made it clear, that if we lose, Putin wins. And this will be very, very dangerous for the United States.
Republicans say they want border policy changes before signing on to more Ukraine aid. Israeli forces have carried out additional strikes across Gaza as the military presses ahead with an offensive that officials say could go on for weeks or months. CBS's Charlie D'Agata is covering the war.
The recent surge in fighting has seen the number of civilian deaths skyrocket and anger soar. Anti-war protesters in the West Bank marched with a 40-foot banner with a growing list of fellow Palestinians killed in Gaza. The message is meant to reach the only nation capable of restraining Israel.
We are against the position of the United States of America.
The U.S. and Israel maintain that a ceasefire would allow Hamas to regroup.
Attorneys for a pregnant woman in Kentucky who filed a lawsuit demanding the right to an abortion say she's learned her embryo no longer has cardiac activity. It's not clear what effect that development will have on the lawsuit. The UN's Climate Summit wrapping up in Dubai. 17-year-old American Emma Beretta has been in attendance, and the final draft agreement leaves her cold.
It is completely unacceptable. We demand a phase out of fossil fuels, and that is not in the text, and we will not rest until we see that.
And talks about fossil fuels have sent discussions into overtime now in Dubai. Inflation eased up a bit last month. The government says the consumer price index was up 0.1% in November. Checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 110 points. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews, all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Hi, what brings you to the clinic today?
Oh, the baby's not feeling well. I think she might have a fever.
Well, let's check her temp with the Exergen thermometer. You're right. These Exergen thermometers are very accurate. Reads 101.2.
Oh, gosh. Well, that Exergen thermometer sure is fast and easy to use.
Yes, and many doctors recommend Exergen for home use.
Exergen thermometers, backed by over 100 clinical studies, are available at Walgreens and participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Hey, this is Travis Kelce, NFL tight end and proud member of the Lowe's home team. Lowe's knows when you've got the best price, you've already won. That's why we offer the lowest price guarantee. If you find a better price online or in store, we'll match it. Now you can score on the top brands from the Lowe's home team picks, like Scotts, LG, and DeWalt. So take on your projects with confidence. Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retail partner of the NFL.
Price match applies to same item, current price of qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at Lowe's.com/lowest price guarantee.
A federal jury has spoken, saying Google's App Store has been propped up by uncompetitive barriers.
The trial has centered on a lawsuit filed by Fortnite maker Epic Games. A key aspect of Epic's case against Google has involved the company asking the jury to find that Google needs to allow more competition in its app stores. The case now goes back to the judge to decide how to remedy the harm found by the jury. CBS News tech contributor Ian Scher.
For Google, this represents a major blow legally, and it could potentially lead to many millions of dollars being lost if people start using other app stores and payment methods.
Google says it will appeal the decision. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Ousted Fox News host Tucker Carlson has announced he's starting his own streaming network. He says it'll feature interviews, longer podcast-style conversations, films, even an advice program. It costs $72 a year. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
1230 KXO.